Hi, this is Jesper, and I make videos on YouTube for those who like to challenge mindsets and make a difference in the workplace. Today we're going to answer 3 questions. What is a business model? What is a business model canvas and how do we use it? And what is a lean canvas and why is it different? And I'm going to finish with some of my own observation and insights, including putting some links in the description of this video. And if you like the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button now. Business model describes the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers and captures value. There are different types of business models. There are the established ones like manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and franchisee, to digital business models like blockchain, online marketplace, software as a service, data licensing, and of course there are a number of different hybrid models in between. An organization can have more than one business model. For example, a traditional manufacturer may set up a separate online brand to trade on Amazon or Alibaba. I've added a link in the description with a common business model used today, both traditional and digital business models. But regardless of the type of business model, they all have the following dimensions in common. It must be able to define the customer, and it must be able to define the value delivered to the customer, or what we also call a value proposition. It needs to identify the resources needed to deliver the value proposition and the key metrics for identifying and measuring success. The last 2 elements, it needs to have a cost structure and the revenue structure. In 2005, Alex Osterwalder took these dimensions and created the business model canvas, a 1-page overview of a business model. It consists of a canvas broken down into 9 components, where each component describes a part of a business model. Let's look at the 9 components and what they mean. Customer segments is where we describe the customer or who we create value for. A segment can also be a persona. Customer relationships describe the type of relationships we want to establish with our customer segments. For example, self-service, personal assistance, or community are good examples. Customer channels describe the channels used to reach the customer segments. For example, physical, social media, or platform. The value proposition describes the value delivered to the customer. Key activities describe the activities needed to deliver the value proposition. For example, networks or platforms. Key resources describe the resources needed to deliver the value proposition, such as financial, human, intellectual, or physical resources. And key partnerships describe the partnerships needed and the specific roles to deliver the value proposition. The cost structure describes the most important costs inherent in the business model, and the revenue streams describe how much the customer is prepared to pay. The business model canvas was developed for startups to quickly define and communicate the business concept. Yet its use quickly spread to existing businesses and corporates to develop new business models and document existing ones. There are no hard and fast rules on how to approach it. I tend to divide the business model canvas into 3 sections, where I start with the customer, followed by resources, activities and partnerships, followed by cost and revenue. With this understanding, let's look at how it's used, based on a consulting engagement I did a few years ago for an Australian university. Due to the unique location of this university in an area known for bio and eco sustainability, they saw an opportunity to bring researchers, students and businesses together in an incubation-style working model to support ideation, creation and commercialization of bio and eco-sustainable products. So let's jump back into the canvas and see how we used it to define the business model for a researcher, student, small business incubator. The 3 key customer segments were entrepreneurs and small businesses, students and researchers, but with an additional segment, the government. The reason the government was added as a customer segment and not the partnership but due to the funding provided. The customer relationships included automated self-service, one-to-one and one-to-many support. And the channels included a digital collaboration platform and a physical lab. Value propositions were developed for each customer segment. For simplicity, I have included the key value propositions for each customer segment. For entrepreneurs and small businesses, the value proposition was a platform for innovation breakthroughs. For the researchers, it was international collaboration and partnership and the ability to promote research papers globally. And for students, it was exposure and involvement in world-class research. Next, we identified the key activities needed for success, and the two most important ones were matchmaking, that is matching the researchers, students, entrepreneurs and businesses, and onboarding. The key resources were the university brand, university networks and reputation of the region, and the key partnerships were with technology providers, intellectual property partners, and with other universities. And last, we developed the cost structure and revenue streams. The cost structure including platform development and ongoing platform costs, lab setup and ongoing lab costs, and demand generation. Revenue streams included lab revenue, government funding, university funding, and corporate sponsorships. Criticisms have been leveled against the business model canvas for several reasons, including strategy is disregarded, including things like competition, history, demand outlook, etc. It does not recognize the organization's role within its ecosystem, such as environmental factors. And it enables risky assumptions without offering a clear way of verifying them, which led to the lean canvas to be developed. Let's have a look at the lean canvas. It is similar, but focuses on solving a problem rather than selling a product or service. It replaces key activities, key resources, and key partnerships with the top 3 problems, the top 3 features, and key metrics for success. All things being equal, I gravitate towards the lean canvas because it can be used to assess any opportunity or problem, internal and external. And let's finish with some of my own personal observation and insights, having used the business model canvas and the lean canvas extensively in consulting engagement. Now, the first observation is it's an easy tool to use. Both the business model canvas and the lean canvas are quite intuitive, and most people that come in contact with them understand them very, very quickly. The second thing is, don't try to complete it in one go. Draft early, draft often, and collaborate, bring a team of people together. It makes a great starting point, especially if you are developing a marketing or a sales strategy. And the final insight is that even if you do a business model canvas, sometimes it helps to also do a lean canvas to make sure you really understand the problem and the solution. And if you like this video, please hit the like and the subscribe button, and I look forward to see you in my next video. Take care until then.